this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say.
Hello,
Hey,
Andy.
Jamal.
How you doing?
Oh, it's lovely to see you, man. How you doing?
Good to see you again. My first question to you is like, I have to ask, like, when did you become the franchise man? I mean, I know it was like you had Among Giants, 13 going on 30, Pandemonium, all these smaller films, and then you became the franchise man, Avengers, Star Wars, Planet of the Apes, Batman, Lord of the Rings, Venom, like when did you feel that career change where they trusted you with the biggest budgets of movies?
Well, look, I owe my entire franchise career to Peter Jackson, really, because it all started with Lord of the Rings, and it started with Gollum and that character and a way of working which was relatively new at the time, and it kind of grew from that. And he also gave me the opportunity to direct on The Hobbit, and so it's immeasurable the amount that Peter Jackson gave me as a friend and filmmaker, and so that's where it all started, I guess.
Yeah, Alfred Pennyworth has been played by a lot of great people, Michael Caine, of course, but he's usually the moral center for Batman. In the Batman, it seems like the Batman learns about vengeance from the supervillain, the Riddler. How is this Alfred Pennyworth different, do you feel, than other portrayals?
I mean, the kind of the poignancy of the relationship between Alfred and Bruce is the fact that he's absolutely unable to fill the void of being a father figure, and no matter how much he would want that, he can't do it because he's not equipped emotionally to do that, and can never take the place of Bruce's father. But he tries to coach him to be his mentor, knowing that at this particular moment in time he's being pushed back on. So it's really that the relationship is quite it's this sort of poignant, tragic relationship that is fracturing. They're both on shifting sands. Bruce is off on his own journey. He's psychologically and physically damaging himself, and Alfred can see that, but is struggling to hold on to him and continue to give him guidance. So I think it's very sort of fertile ground for a powerful relationship built on this what was trust that is beginning to fracture.
Last question I have to ask, because you're a great producer and director and an actor, and I know you have the Animal Farm coming up, which is something that a lot of us have read in schools or whatever. And I wonder, like, what's the challenge of bringing that to the screen? Like, what's going to be the spice you're going to put on there, the Andy Serkis spice you're going to put on there?
Well, that's a great question. It's making it feel contemporary, and finding a language to have the underlying story and the darkness of that story, but come through in a way which will. I think we've got a very fresh way of doing it that feels, contemporary. It's not like an old spinachy sort of telling of a tale from that politically existed sort of back in 1946. It feels really fresh, and hopefully the fairy tale nature of it, and there's a lot of humor in our version of it, which will smuggle in the story in a way that I think will feel quite new.
Appreciate you, man. You really a triple threat. Great job in the Batman. Great job always. I can't wait to see anything that you
Thanks, Jamal.
have your hands on. Thanks for your time.